Hello everyone, this is Gene from NYC, and I'm making a very quick afternoon video. A few things. First, I have been a poor hostess and channel content creator person, whatever the heck the term is these days. I've received a few more subscribers over the past week or so, and I have forgotten over the videos that I've made to formally welcome them. So to the 5 or 6 new people who have subscribed to the channel, welcome to the channel. I hope that you continue to enjoy the content. Forgive me if I sound like I'm stuttering. I have a very bad headache. I need to take some medicine after I do this video. Yeah, God, I can't win this week, I swear. But anyway, thank you for subscribing. I hope you enjoy the content and continue to enjoy the content. Also, a few people on other videos have wished me and my family well. As I mentioned briefly, a member of my family is in the hospital. That person is, at the moment, at least as okay as they're going to be. They've never really been in great health, so we'll see what happens. But I spoke to them recently, and they're awake and alert and ornery and angry, which means that they're at least themselves at the moment, and they got a proper room. When I left the emergency room on Tuesday, I stayed with them till like 10:30, I believe it was. We got to the hospital. The whole ordeal started around like 1 in the afternoon. By the time we got to the hospital, it was like 2 or 3, and then we sat there from pretty much the afternoon till 10:30 when I left, when they finally gave her a room in emergency. And then what was it, yesterday, I was able to speak to my family member, and they told me that they got a better room, a nurse to tend to them. So things are, I'm not quite sure I'd say that they're on the up and up, but I guess they're about where I expect. I'm just really, really, really physically and mentally exhausted from the whole ideal. I really probably just should have stayed home today from work, to be honest with you. Now I got a headache. Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to give a brief update on that, and to thank the few people in the comments who have wished me well and wished my family well. It means a lot. And even if you haven't said anything in the comments, if you've just, had a positive thought, and sent it our way, thank you very much. Again, I appreciate it. It means a lot. Now, to the point of the video itself. I'm going to keep this super brief, mainly because I'm in a lot of physical pain right now. I was just watching a video by Perfection, who's one of the many channels that's covering the Vic Mignogna, Manamagugu, whatever you say his name, saga. And he just reported that there is an allegation made on Twitter against the monster Monica Rial. Someone named Joe online is accusing her of inappropriate touching. Apparently, from what this Joe person says online, she gave him a kiss even when he didn't ask for it. And apparently, again, according to Joe, she hit him up for sex and he said no. There's also another allegation by someone online on Twitter who calls themselves Ghost Shell, and that person made an allegation against the monster Jamie Marchi, alleging that Jamie had sexually abused and assaulted them, excuse me, 7 years ago. This one's a little different in that this person said that they now have the strength to go to the police and will be doing so. So I just want to state my formal opinion on this, as at least as I understand it as of right now, as of today, February 14th, 2019. I neither believe nor disbelieve these allegations. They are, at the moment, just that, allegations. I believe that if they are true, now this part goes out to Joe and to Ghost Shell. I don't know if they'll ever see it, but this is who it's intended to. If the allegations are true, then my heart goes out to these people, and I sincerely suggest that they get the hell off Twitter and go to the police or go to whatever investigative agency that's able to actually look into the matter, look into the allegations, take statements, do a proper investigation, and see whether or not this is true, and see whether or not anything can be done, because the law has statute of limitations and things of that sort that you need to be aware of when you're making claims and allegations and lawsuits and whatnot. So if at all possible, if these claims are true, I encourage these people to take as much legal action as they can against Monica, Rial, and Jamie Marchi, because they're monsters, and if they honestly did this, they need to be, again, brought to court or whatever, whatever office or group, whatever it is, because I don't know the situation that can handle this matter, because again, if they did it, they need to pay for it. Now, if they didn't do it, if they did not do it, and these two people are just trolling or they're being hyperbolic, right, to make a point, to sort of point out, well, oh, hey, I can make false allegations too. If that's the case, then please don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, or if you're going to do that, make it clear that you're not being serious. And the reason why I say this is because, first of all, to level false allegations against them, as much as I understand the desire to, believe me, I want to see those monsters go down too. But to level false allegations against them is to become them, right? It's those old sayings about how, if you look into the abyss looks back at you, and if you're gonna fight monsters, beware that you don't become the monster that you're fighting. All the stuff that Nietzsche said. I think it was Nietzsche, the German guy, right? Übermensch and all that stuff. Anyway, whoever the heck said it, it's true. You don't want to become the very thing that you're fighting. You don't want to become just as bad as the person you're opposing. And taking those type of actions will make you just like that. More importantly, again, if you do that, if you make false allegations, again, it's not going to hold up under scrutiny. I apply the same standard to these two that I applied to the allegations that Monica and Jamie made. Can it stand up under scrutiny? Have you gone to the police or to HR or to whatever parties or bodies or offices that can look into the matter? Because talk is cheap. You got to do something about it. It's basically what I'm trying to say. And if you're just alleging this just to get them in trouble, it's not going to work. You'll just make yourself look bad, and then you will actually give them a legal leg to stand on. They will be able to claim that they actually were harassed, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to give them a legal leg to stand on, right? It's like there's an old saying, which actually I heard an old song, which said, if you give a man enough rope, he'll hang himself, right? Don't hurt, your cause, right? Let Jamie and let Monica and let Chris and others, damn themselves. Don't step in trying to damn them and actually give them something that they can save themselves with, right? Don't do it. And most importantly, again, as much as I understand the desire to want to do to them, to do to them that they did to Vic, here's the problem. Here's the biggest problem with that. Doing that, making false allegations against anybody, whether it's to bring down an innocent man or whether it's to basically, get revenge or retaliate against the evil person who hurt the good person. Make it that much difficult for real victims of sexual assault, of physical assault, of any crime to come forward. That's the biggest reason why I implore anybody to please don't make false allegations, because there are real people who only have their good word, right, as their evidence, as their defense. There are real people who have actually been assaulted, right, who don't have a lot of evidence because of the circumstances. And when you make false allegations, it's going to make it that much more difficult for the real cases, especially the real ones where, there's this fine line, or where the facts aren't clear, or again, all a person's got is their good word. You're going to make it that much more difficult for those folks to come forward, and you're going to make it that much more difficult for, again, the police or whatever investigative parties there are to look into it and to handle it properly, right? It's like the boy who cried wolf. In the beginning, people took the claim seriously. After a certain point, people stopped taking it seriously because they immediately thought, well, it's been a lie, the 9 times already. The 10th one's going to be a lie, but the 10th time was the time when the wolf actually came. So please, I understand, again, wanting to see them suffer, but don't make false allegations to do it. If you find real, legitimate information, right, that could damn them and ruin their careers, I say share it. But it has to be real, legitimate information. It's got to be able to stand up under scrutiny. It's got to be the truth. If you can't provide the truth, then don't provide anything. That's the way I see it. So that's how I view it. Again, TLDR, if these allegations are true, I think the people who are making them need to take it to the police or to whomever, depending on the situation, can deal with the allegations. If these are not true, then please don't make these allegations, because you'll hurt everybody, including yourself. You'll hurt everybody but the people you are trying to hurt. So, again, I don't at the moment believe or disbelieve. I'm staying neutral on the matter until more facts come out. But I'm applying the same standard that I applied. I'm applying the same standard to Joe and to Ghost Shell that I applied to Monica and to Jamie, which is you got to prove it. You've got to prove it, and you've got to take action if it's indeed true. So that's all I have to say on the subject. Me and Raph are gonna go back to work now. Everybody have a nice day. Bye.